what's up, my guys? It's Al here, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. Now today, I'm going to be looking at the tile editor a bit more. I spent some time with it, and I did make a tile, which you do see before you. Now, I'm going to say a few things right off the bat. This tile doesn't really work with the normal map maker in the sense that this tile is meant to be kind of its own standalone area. As you can see, the edges aren't right. They don't match up. It doesn't really look good when you put it with other tiles. I'll probably work on that in the future, but for now, I'm still getting used to this editor. And I must say, I absolutely hate this editor. Just the way it controls is annoying, and I just don't like it. So here in a minute, we will be jumping in, but I do want to say a few things as well, a few other things. For a first attempt, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Except for there's two parts I really don't like. And that's simply because they don't work as I intended them. One is this wooden bridge. I could rebuild it. But in its current state, you can't really cross it unless you have a really good vehicle. And you're really good at balancing it on this narrow bridge. It's really narrow, badly built, and it's just really hard to get across. The other part is this. I kind of intended this as a smaller, like, rock crawling area, but the scarcity of rocks and all that just didn't turn out right. It looks kind of cool and it's kind of fun to drive through, but it didn't fulfill the purpose I had intended. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and hop over and try and get into this world and look around it in a vehicle. I'll be right back. Alright, and here we are, and this is kind of what I meant about it doesn't match up with tiles. As you can see, it doesn't look right unless you're inside this. If you're on the outside, it just doesn't match up at all. And this is the only entranceway, by the way. Now from here you got three paths. We're just going to go right to left and just explore this. My goal with this whole tree design was to make it really cozy, but I also wanted to discourage people going off the trail. That's why the trees are as dense as they are. You can still make your way through it, but it is quite difficult, and I just hit a bump apparently. I don't know where that came from. Now this is kind of the first section. This is meant to be kind of a mud pit. There are some divots which your wheels can get stuck in with a few roots. You can go off to the left, which we aren't at the moment. I'm just going to go straight. So there are some branching paths if you do want to explore. Want to get over that. There we go. And that was actually really small. There are a few of these like little coves. They don't really serve a purpose. I guess if you wanted to build something there, you can. But moving on. And this is where that wooden little log bridge is. And this just doesn't work. I might be able to try, but I doubt I'll get anywhere without falling, and I'm stuck. Oop, and I fell. I'm actually going to grab this and go back the way I came and take the other route. The other route in the mud pit. Going back this way. Now this will actually bring us to the log bridge again. But it takes us a slightly different route and actually brings us to the bottom of the bridge where we can go underneath it. And it brings us right to the same place that we would have been if we just crossed the bridge. Now we'll be going down that way here in a minute. But we are actually at the little rock. I don't even know what to call this. Rock quarry, maybe? I can't really call it like a rock crawling because it's really sparse with rocks. But we're here. That's how you get to here. And you can also go through this. This is a really simple path. I think this just goes straight to the entrance. There's another one of those little coves if you want to build anything in this. But for the most part, it goes straight back to the entrance. Now we can go up that path, which I'm not actually going to do because I'm going to go this way. Now first I'm going to go up this because it'll bring us in a loop. It'll be the easiest to show. It's coming up here, brings us to a small little hill. Now I intended it to be where you could look out over this a little bit, but some of the trees in the distance or the near distance make it hard to see that little rock quarry. You can see it a little bit, but it's just not as I intended. I do like the path, but I wish I would have made it a little bit easier to see. And this is where that hill comes in. So we just did one big loop. We're back at the entrance. And I do believe there's only one path left to take, which is this one here. This is similar to the mud path we did, but instead of having just random bumps, it's more of 2 tire grooves. And you could pretty easily just dodge the rocks that are on this path. But if you feel like it, you can try going over them. I can't tell you you'll be exactly successful, but you can try. And then we're back to this rock with the little wooden bridge, the rock quarry, and the little ditch as well. Now, I intended this to be kind of a self-sustaining map, just a small little adventure you could go on, and nothing more than that. That's kind of why I didn't focus on the exterior. I didn't worry about it actually matching up with the other tiles that are available on game. And honestly, I kind of like that idea. Just doing it like that, where each individual tile is its own miniature adventure. I might try and make them so you can easily put them together with other tiles. But for now, that is really it. There's nothing else here that I can think of other than what I've already shown. If you do want to see more tiles by me, please let me know in the comments down below. I do plan on doing a rock crawling one, and maybe I have some ideas, but I'm not going to say them yet because I don't know if I'll even get a chance to do them. But I'm going to end out this episode here. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like. If you have suggestions for future episodes, please leave them in the comments down below. Enjoy the channel, enjoy what I'm doing, please subscribe, it helps a lot. And right now, shares help the channel the most. So if you do want to help with the channel, please share this episode with a friend. Thanks for stopping by, thanks for sticking around, and until next time, peace.